Hey there, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time to my channel, you are so welcome. We're going to be talking about the 6 things that I did to lose those last 10 pounds. So let's get started. Those last 10 pounds are the hardest to lose. I lost a total of 90 pounds. So when I got to that last 10, my body kind of fought me on it. It wanted to make sure I wasn't starving. I lost a lot of weight and it came off very quickly. What I did to lose those last 10 pounds is number one, the first thing that I did is I just wanted to make sure that I really did have those carbs under control. So number one is carb awareness. If you're on a keto or carnivore lifestyle and you have been on that kind of lifestyle for a while and you're not tracking and you hit a plateau, this might be a good time just to track so that you can get a baseline. Because the thing is, I'm not telling you that you have to track. I did track the whole time that I lost my 90 pounds, and I actually tracked for a couple of years, but I'm not saying you have to do that. All I'm saying is when you get to that last 10 pounds, or if you plateau, you might want to do a carb awareness day. Just check your carbs to see where you're at. Are you eating 100 carbs? Are you eating 50? We know that for ketosis, you want to have your carbs around 20 grams. So in my keto diet, I'm carnivore now, but when I was keto, I did 20 to 30 carbs. I tracked so I always knew how many carbs I was having. So that's the first thing that you want to do if you are hitting a plateau, or if you're having a hard time losing those last 10 pounds, is to track your carbs, do a carb awareness day. I'm not saying track forever, but for one day, do a carb awareness day. And that way you can see exactly how many carbs you're having, and then you can tweak it as you need if you're seeing some things in there that you weren't aware of. Number two, the second thing that I did is I had to restrict dairy, you guys. I had to restrict dairy. When I have too much dairy, it does put weight on me. I always kind of known that. With my addictive personality, I had to watch dairy because dairy is delicious. You can end up making all kinds of recipes, soups, putting it on everything, and you can have a dairy overload. So the first thing that you want to do is cut the dairy, you guys. Cut the dairy. I'm not saying forever, but if you are stuck in a plateau or having a hard time losing those last 10 pounds, cut the dairy. And this is what that might look like for you. For me, I can allow myself to have a tablespoon of heavy whipping cream in my coffee and 1 piece of cheese a day. And I can do that. I'm able to moderate dairy that way. If you cannot do that, if having some dairy makes you want to have more and more, then don't do it. Just cut the dairy all together so that you can get rid of those cravings. In my case, I was able just to moderate and get the dairy really, really low. So I use dairy as a condiment. So for me, like if I'm allowing myself to have 1 piece of cheese, if I decided that day I had scrambled eggs, I have some burger patties for dinner, I know that I'm not going to be able to use a lot of cheese in all of those meals. So when I have my burger patties, if I haven't had cheese that day, I will just kind of like use a half a piece of cheese on each patty or stretch it out. But I use my dairy as a condiment. So that's number 2, cut the dairy. Number 3, don't snack in between meals. Don't snack in between meals and don't eat after 8. This is what I did. This is what worked for me. I found myself, even though pork rinds are on my keto carnivore lifestyle, that's one of the foods I can have, I had to watch it because I was snacking on them just whenever. Like say I'm just on my way home or watching TV, I would just snack on them. So I had to just cut out the snacks and have my meals when I have my meals. So if I was having burger patties, I can pour some pork rinds on my plate with that, but I just cut out the snacking in between meals and I stopped eating after 8. That's what I did and it worked for me. Now you might stop eating after 6 or 7, whatever time that you want to set that's best for you. but you want to give your body a couple of hours before bedtime to digest your food. And it's just a good idea not to be in a habit of eating after hours. Number 4, I implemented intermittent fasting, and this happened naturally for me. My first couple of months keto, and I'm carnivore now, but in the beginning when I was keto, naturally I just became not hungry in the mornings. That I just was so satiated and satisfied with my food, I just didn't want breakfast. So I just didn't eat breakfast. That was natural for me. Instead, what I did is I would just have a cup of coffee, and it would be a 0-carb coffee. I might have a tablespoon of butter in it, a tablespoon of heavy whipping cream, a few drops of monk fruit, and now I add a half a teaspoon of the chocolate caramel element, which is my electrolytes, some of my electrolytes. So I would just have a coffee in the morning, and I would not have any carbs in that. It would be a 0-carb coffee. And then I would have my lunch. So my intermittent fasting was kind of like an 18-6. You can start out with a 16-8 and then go to an 18-6, whatever you're comfortable with. Or you can start out by moving your breakfast back week after week. So say you have your breakfast at 8, and then the next week you decide to have it at 9, and then move it to 10. And then before you know it, you're at lunchtime and you're intermittent fasting. I didn't have to do that because I just stopped being hungry in the morning naturally. That may happen to you when you get those carbohydrates down and you get them very low. Number 5 is move more. Now, you guys know I don't work out yet. I'm planning to work out, but I don't work out yet. But what I do is I get steps in. So I have a sit-down job. I don't get in a lot of steps. I have to on purpose get steps in. So I decided to move more and get more steps in. If I don't watch it and I just do my job and go on about my day, I only get a few thousand steps in because I have a sitting job. So I was like, okay, I'm going to at least get 5,000 steps in. So when I got to that point of losing that last 10 pounds, I upped my steps to between 7 and 10,000 steps. That's pretty good for someone that doesn't work out. So move more, and that might look different for you. If you already work out, if you're already doing weight or strength training, steps, whatever you're doing, just increase it a little bit, move a little bit more, and that will help you also in losing that last 10 pounds. And number 6, this is a really important thing. You can't judge everything on weight. If your body is still trying to heal, you might not see the results on the scale. So number 6 is I got a body composition scale that shows me all kinds of markers: visual fat, my body fat percentage, my skeletal muscle. It shows me all kinds of markers because everything's not in the number of weight on the scale. If your body is changing and healing, you might not see a reduction in the actual weight, but maybe you'll see a reduction in your body fat percentage. Maybe skeletal muscle's gone up. Things are happening in your body since you've changed your lifestyle, and it's a good idea to look at the other markers too and not just the weight. So you guys, those are the 6 things that I did that helped me get those last 10 pounds off. And if you're enjoying this content, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. In a moment, the next video that's going to pop up is what YouTube thinks is best for you. You can watch that next. And don't forget to hit my profile pic to subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll see you in the next video.